Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 25 of Life After Foster Child. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I have played off camera a bit, and it is actually the end of the final term for both Evie and Clark. So I'm waiting for the pop-up for them for what their grades are. And Evie did manage to max out both the Art Society. She became a senior member, so she got the special easel, and she did the same for the Debate Guild. She became a senior member there, so she should have got the gold archive research machine. It should be in, I'm guessing, in the family inventory. I haven't actually looked yet. They just kind of did it very recently. Of course, Clark became a seasoned member of the Bot Savants, but I never managed to get him like too senior, which is still for me pretty good. But he would have to register again and try and join the Bot Savants again to essentially get that. But right now, Jasmine is over. There is an art society gathering going on, a figure painting by the canal by Ubright Commons. So I brought her over here, and I'm having her essentially just interact with everybody. But she also needs to go do a guest lecture, and I want to make sure she gets there before you can only go up until 7 p.m. So I just figured this started at 3, so I brought her over here for now, and figured I would just try and get that moving up a little bit. And we have all the way to Sunday morning to do the other things if we choose to do them with her. So I'm gonna just do that. And I think that's probably enough chatting with the people. It does help move them up, and that is actually a really good way to do it, which I just realizing late to the game in the Discovery University is just something I never really bothered doing. So here are our final grades for Clark. So he got an A+, yay, in both of his courses, and he got a GPA of A+, and so did Evie. So great. So they have graduation tomorrow. So full disclosure, I've actually tried to play through this, and I've tried to have them go to their graduation, but unfortunately Jasmine has exams at the same time, and if I take them to their graduation, it means it doesn't count her exams. Even though she went and was there, I didn't count her as doing her exam. So, and I tried it to time it where she at least got the one exam done and she went after kind of thing, and it didn't work. No matter what, I couldn't do it. The timing of the exams is the same as the graduation. So if you have Sims who are going to school at the same time but aren't finishing, if they finish at the same time, you're only going to be able to do one graduation, because I tried that in my Rex Riches Realm of Magic. The 3 of them were going to university, and they all had their the graduations back to back, and I could only do one of them. Even though 2 actually went to the same school and kind of could have gone together, they still only let you do one. And it's best to have that be on the weekend if you have other people going to the school at the same time, because otherwise you might conflict happens here with her exams. So they won't be doing their graduations, but I can show pictures from when I took them and it didn't work out of them in their outfits, because I grabbed some screenshots of it. But so now we're gonna just we're done with this figure painting event. We're gonna go try and attend a guest lecture. Here we go. We're gonna just do the education one. So there she is off, and let's go in and check on Clark. Clark is doing a freelance gig because I'm trying to get him to max a freelancer career so that he has the ability to overclock. So, because he's got this earn a degree, you don't actually have to go to the graduation ceremony, but I have found that sometimes getting the job using the degree, or I've heard, doesn't actually appear immediately. It sometimes there's a bit of a delay. And in his case, it doesn't matter because I need him or want him to max this freelancer thing first anyways. And in her case, I'm not really in a big rush to get her to start her job. I'll probably get them in their jobs around the same time. I can't remember what job she actually is going to get with her thing. We could take a look. So we're going to actually burn this track. I'm still working on her celebrity status. She's only level 4. And of course, because she's level 4 and hasn't maxed it. There we go. She's just doing a regular stream. She could almost do a live stream. A 24-hour charity stream. But she needs to scrubberoo herself. Let's get that. Let's go do that. And actually, why don't we why don't we, we're going to go in here and we're going to make a cake because I think it's actually time to age up Alice because she is older than Celeste just by like a sim day, but I think we'll age her up. And so I need to make a cake is what I need to do. So we're going to make a Sim City cheesecake, and I don't know the quality of our fruit. And it may be that it doesn't have an impact as much as it used to, but it did used to. So she kind of is a little bit hungry. So why don't we have her rally the troops? Are they still playing chess? They are. Well, maybe they'll do it when they're finished. And so what I thought we would do, so tomorrow is Love Day, and so I want to make sure if I'm going to age her up, I want to age her up not on a holiday because I find that sometimes there can be issues with Sims aging up on holidays where things that they couldn't do at a prior life stage, they should be doing at the next life stage, but they don't let you do them, but then they're still disappointed with their holiday because they didn't do them. I've had that. So we're going to do age her up now, and then essentially once they're all finished with their, once Jasmine is finished with her classes this week and this term this week and signs up for her next one, we're going to leave Brightchester and move back home so that, well, we're going to move back home and then we're going to actually move to a bigger house because I have built them a bigger house. It's mostly furnished, but I knew that there were things that I've upgraded and what from their current, this house or their actual house where they have it being a house sat while they're living here. So I didn't furnish like the bedrooms and stuff like that. Or for that matter, I knew that he's upgraded this. At least it's partially upgraded. So some of the things are upgraded, so I thought I would just bring those with us. So he's working on website pages for this particular gig. But he looks like he needs to scrubberoo himself when he's finished. But I thought we might at least have the birthday. I'll throw that over there for now. And much as it's been nice living in this moderately big tiny home, I think it's time to move on to something else. So they're going to go from a tiny home to a much bigger home because they're moving to the lot that's 24 by 24 in Del Sol Valley. That's where I placed the house. I bulldozed what was there. Oh, must be she's finished her thing, so she should come home. So why don't you come home and since you have an exam, 3 exams for that matter tomorrow, you should probably do a little bit. If I click on your mom, she should probably do a little bit of studying. So we'll study for that one first. And there's our cake. So we're gonna, first off, we're gonna add birthday candles. Then we will clean. And then, because we're not doing this right now, we'll switch her over onto Chai, Party Animal. And I'm not going to invite a lot of people over because it's late and I don't really want to have a lot of people here. So we're going to have her do a social event. Though I suppose really it should be Jasmine doing it because it's her daughter's birthday. So we'll have Jasmine plan the social event. And since we're not doing this right now, I'll try putting her onto the party animal aspiration. Though, of course, I've always had lots of problems with this party animal aspiration, that not all my social events count as throwing parties. Definitely birthday parties. I have found they haven't even counted even with the Sims birthday party, and hosting the party, and it was their birthday, and it still didn't count as throwing a party. When I was in foster child where I was doing that. But we're not doing a birthday party. We're going to actually do a dinner party. The 3 of them will be hosts. And then, of course, the 2 kids will be guests. And I'll invite a couple other people. So here we go. It is started. So she should probably make a meal. Because we have to call guests to meal. So we'll make another gourmet meal. We will make lobster thermidor. There we go. I don't know that anybody who's coming is a vegetarian. And Celeste, I don't know where everybody is. Here they are. Oh, she can do a cheerful introduction. Oh, she's angry. Did he aggravate her? Like, why don't we ask him to leave? He's not coming in anyways. Can we get him to leave? He seems to be kind of stuck there. Is he finally leaving? Okay, I'm going to reset him and see if that helps. Because he doesn't seem to be able to try to pick a fight. Why don't we brighten his day? but I don't see the option to ask him to leave. Oh, we have to make a garden salad. Not that we really need to. So what I want you to do, sweetheart, is you're going to clear these. And you're going to set the table with the party burgundy so that it actually matches. Because what you just set didn't match what was there already. And as soon as this meal is made, we'll call to meal, and then we're going to age up our little Alice and see what she looks like as a teen, and see if she was unfortunate enough to, well, since I actually have tried aging her up and she got her dad's nose, so I gave her cosmetic surgery. So I'm curious to see if she's going to look exactly the same when she ages up this time, or if it's going to be a little different. So I'm just waiting for this meal to be made, and I will be back as soon as we're about to essentially blow out the candles. So it's time to age up our Alice. So I've asked her to blow out her candles. Let me see if I can get a picture. Oh, she wasn't successful. Hopefully the second time. Oops, he walked right when she was aging up. Okay, so she's now a spellcaster, so we'll be able to learn magic for her. And because she's a spellcaster, I'm actually going to give her the Purveyor of Potions aspiration. But she's going to be a cat lover. There we go. There we go. Did she get that nose? That's quite the look. I can't say she looks very happy. Now she looks happier. Now she looks happier. It's not as bad a nose as her dad, but let's take a look at the side. And we'll take a look when we go into Create a Sim, because I'm going to give her a makeover. But first we're going to end the party because they have a gold, and Jasmine has to do some studying still and all that, so we don't really have time for a big party. So I'm going to take her into Create a Sim and give her a makeover. But first we'll take a quick look at what she looks like before I give her the makeover, and then we'll take a look at her after the makeover. So I will be back. So here she is with the before in terms of her look, and this is obviously her party wear. And interesting enough, she is in different clothes than when she aged up the first time. But I am going to give her her makeover and I'll be back. So here she is now that I've given her the makeover. The nose I did change. All I did was actually, I should move around a lot, was click on her nose and give her the actual nose versus the edited version of the nose, which is what she aged up with. And then her bottom lip was a little bit narrow this way, so I just filled it out to match a little bit the top, but I didn't do a ton. And her hair is kind of similar to what she had as a child, and I left it like that. Or I changed it to that from what she aged up with. So here is the first outfit, which I just changed the shoes and the color of the bottoms. This is actually what she aged up with. And then I gave her a couple of extra outfits. Here's one from Discover University. And then this is, I consider her kind of like outdoorsy because she's in the curator outdoor type aspirations that she's interested in, so I gave her one of the outfits from Outdoor Retreat. Here is one of her formal outfits, which is the dress that came with a game patch a while ago, and then she actually aged up with that black top and that pendant, different color, so and the gloves, different color. So I just essentially went with what she aged up with and just changed it out a little bit to sort of be all black and match. And this is one of her workout outfits, her athletic wear, and this is her other one, which is a styled look, which, because she was a spellcaster born in the game, the styled looks actually work for her. They don't work for Eviee, Clark, or Jasmine because they were created in game. And then she aged up with these PJs as her sleepwear, and I left it with her because she doesn't sleep very much anyways. And then I gave her a cat top since she's a cat lover, and I think she actually had those shorts on. I just possibly changed the color, and she actually had 3 party wear. One of everything else, but 3 party wear. And then this I gave her 2, which is Discover University, and she had this top in a different color, so I went, okay, sometimes I do that. I'll just keep one piece, maybe change the color if they age up with it, And so I just added that skirt to it. They are moving. They'll be in Delso Valley, which is kind of warm. She actually aged up with that swimsuit and flippers. I got rid of the flippers and I think some headgear, which I got rid of too. And then I gave her an extra swimsuit. And then her hot weather, she aged up with this dress, different color, but that dress. So I kept it for her. And then I gave her this short outfit and then this top and shorts, which that top is from Discovery University. And I quite like that back on there. And here are her cold weather. Again, that sweater was something she aged up with, so I kept it. And even the pants, I just changed the color and I completely changed the shoes. And then I gave her another sweater, which is from Tiny Living, but the bottoms are the same for all of the cold weather outfits. And then she actually has a coat, but nothing too heavy because Delso Valley doesn't get that cold usually in the wintertime. So I will be back. So I am back, but I'm actually going to, again, play a little bit off camera because I'd like to get Jasmine through this term at university so that we can then move them to their new home. And I'd like to sort of end this part with them in their new home. So I'm going to do that and I will be back. Well, it's now Sunday afternoon. It took me that long to essentially get through everything I wanted to do before they moved out. And Evie is pregnant. Let's see, I don't know what semester she's in or trimester she's in. I haven't actually checked. She is actually going to be in her 3rd trimester in 3 hours. So by Monday, late afternoon, evening, she'll be having her new boo. So what a time to start a new job, but we're going to do that. And they are now in their new home. They sort of got the basics, but they will probably settle in a little bit more later. They have a big basement that doesn't have very much in it because I figured I would wait and see if they get whims for certain things to put down there essentially. But the main floor is where everything is that they really need. Just extra things are downstairs. So let's just when you come up, there's their main floor, and then there is a bedroom upstairs, another area that I haven't done anything with upstairs, and they've got like a protected observatory, so if there's lightning they're protected. And then there's a same thing with this. I wasn't sure whether these work in the rain, so I want to give it a little bit of a roof, but the rest of this patio is all open upstairs. And then on their main floor, you can go in and there's like some garden, and this is where their actual garden is over here, where they have their plants that I had taken with me from their old home, which they have now completely moved out of. And the foster child who was living there is actually now in their home in Brightchester. I moved her over there, gave her enough money to buy it. And so she settled in there in case the kids ever want to go back to university. They have somewhere they can easily go to, kind of thing. And this is their backyard. It is a big lot. So they've got a big pool and an even bigger playground area and some lights there and a bar out here because the inside's not huge. It's compared to like the size of the lot. But I don't like to play in really, really big houses because I find it takes them a long time to get from A to B and stuff like that. So they've got a great big basketball court there. And then this is an all seasons skating rink, so it'll change depending on the season. And then of course there's like a garden area over here with this. I don't usually use this pond that comes with Get Famous very much, but I figured they're in Delso Valley, probably made a lot of sense. And then they have this just a fountain out there, and over here is actually a spot for Clark, who's into sort of stuff like that, to build a rocket ship. And here is their weather machine that they had already, I'm pretty sure he's fully upgraded it already. This is the one I had when I wanted to change the weather when we were in Brightchester, and I brought it with us. It was already in their inventory, so they came. And so you come in here and there's some stairs that you go down, and I'll end up putting like a lab equipment so for him in there. So that's like, but separate from the house. And here's the entrance to go down if she was to keep being a photographer, or if she just wants to like take pictures for fun. She's got a little area here where she can have people come in separate, and then this would be locked. And so this is the big area that I have like lots that I could do down here. And they have like a little spa and a workout area and a little room for making potions over there. And then this is actually, I built this without anybody here, but it's the door that's a bookcase that you unlock in the writing career, but I just put it in there. I know she's probably, I think, going to go in that career. I can't remember exactly, but that's what we will quickly check actually before we end this part. So let's see, let's get her. Oh, and Clark did max his career, so he can now overclock with the freelancer programming, so he can also start his career, which is what he needs to do to finish. They both need to do to finish their academic aspiration. So, except for that, I probably will just do that in our next part, which will be our last part, because he is actually in the middle of a freelance programmer gig, so we probably should finish it before he switches jobs. But Evie is not, so she may as well go over onto that aspiration and get her job and see what she may not become a writer, because I actually prefer them to do the work from home careers. I would really like it if they updated some of the existing careers so that you could work from home with them, because I think certain ones would suit that pretty well. Though I suppose in some ways the writer, you can be a freelance writer and you can do that from home. Same with the programming and the painter, as opposed to actually making those careers like that. But I like the rewards you get from the careers, especially the painting one. So we're going to put her back onto that one, and then let's see what career she's going to get with her. We're going to go in here and find a job and see what career she's going to get. Head start on, and there she is. They'll go off and do their own thing. Jasmine has to get busy on her work. She has 4 classes, and they're 2 on each day, so she's got them split out a little bit more than last time. And let's see, so author, so this is the one. She should become an author. She gets to get in ahead, or she can become a private attorney, which I think I'd be more inclined to have her become a private attorney, because that's the new career that came with Discovery University. And I have my sim in my Rags to Riches Discovery University. She is a judge, so this is like the alternate route that I haven't done. So I think I'm gonna have her become a private attorney, and yeah, she will quit that, and there she goes. So she is finished that aspiration, and she has to visit, of course, now that we're not in the neighborhood, we have to go visit a university law class. Let's see, but I will do that on my own. That's going to be it for this part. And like I said, the next part is going to be the final part of this Let's Play. And we'll probably just have a few different things. So just because we can see a little bit of the career, and we may age up Celeste to a teen too. Enough time has passed that she could become a teen, because she's pretty close in age to our Alice. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, Let's Plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!